Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Shalom. Giving honor and praise to the Most High, the Creator and the Maker of heaven and earth. For those who were following along several minutes ago, apologize about that. Wanted to redo this lesson for edification purposes. I have a particular rule about myself when I'm doing a lesson. If there's more, this is just my personal rule. If there's more than one unfortunate error made, I start the whole thing over because I didn't want to present a lesson where I got to say this part, sorry, this part, sorry. I'd rather get rid of that and start afresh anew. Only human. So let's go on where we had left off at and continue from the beginning of such as well. Okay, so what are we looking at? All right. Hallelujah. Shubnaya, Watil Pana, and Amka Israel, Watis Lachenu, Bekol Awono Asha Asinu. Amen. Look at this right here. You have Ma and At. All right. Now, that had nothing to do with the Egyptian Ma'at thing. Don't get it misunderstood. And what Ma'at in Hebrew means is what are you? Okay. Now, this is only speaking to a female. Okay. Ma'at, what are you? Ma'at osa. Ma'at osa. The word osa means doing, okay? Or making. Ma'at osa. What are you doing? What are you making? Ma'at asit. Ma'at asit. What did you do or what you did? Okay? This is the past tense that you're looking at here in this line right here, the third line. All right? Ma'at ta'asi. What you will do. Ma'at ta'asi. So this is only speaking to the females. Okay? So I wanted to show brothers and sisters a pattern on how these particular verbs go, be it in the present tense, the past tense, or the future tense. All right? The present tense, the past tense, or the future tense. I wanted to show the pattern on how that particular thing works in that particular regard. So what I'm going to do is erase this particular part and show how the pattern formates itself. All right? What, brothers and sisters, we're looking at still right here, we want to maintain that same aspect of ma'at. What are you? Okay? That will be our main question in this particular lesson. Ma'at. Ro'za. Ro'ah. Let's look at that right there. The word ro'za, all right, means want or desire, okay? Then you have ro'ah, which means see. Ma'at ro'za, what do you want? Ma'at ro'ah, what do you see? Now, what you're looking at here with the OI and the OI is the present tense. So let's show this in this past tense. Razit, and this in its past tense. Ra'it. All right? Means you saw, you wanted. Ma'at razit. What did you want? Ma'at ra'it. What did you see? Or what did you saw? Or what you saw. All right? So that's just what we want to point out in that particular regard. So let's look at this now with the pattern we're showing in the future tense. Tirazi and you will want. Tir-e, you will see. Okay? So let's see the pattern that we're dealing with. O-I, O-I. I-E, I-E. Tir-z, tir-e. The kiri, join with the shawad that's following it, or the shawad join with the kiri previous to it. Then the other kiri, then the same thing, the same vowel pattern. The kiri, the shawad, and then the e. The kiri, shawad, then the e. The kiri, the shawad, and the e. Now, I want to emphasize, as I did earlier, with the aspect of why I don't enforce in teaching parsing, because when you're speaking Hebrew, which is the goal of these classes, parsing is good in knowing how it's read, but parsing doesn't take you to the level of speaking. Because if I were to say to a female, right, you will see the man, I would say, tir ha'ish. I wouldn't say, tir kirik resh shawa aleph kirik yod ish aleph kirik yod shin. Because when you're speaking, you don't name the sound of the vowels, you just talk. So that's why the aspect of parsing, which more so leads you into saying, like the kirik yod mem and the kolam mem sofit and the kolam tau and so forth and so on. That's beautiful, but it doesn't get to the next level of where we want to go in these lessons, which is aspect of speaking. I picked these particular aspect of verbs when speaking to a female for two reasons. One, wanted to continue where we went from last time in regards to speaking to females, because a lot of brothers and a lot of sisters do not know the feminine aspect of Hebrew. So that's something, brothers and sisters, we want to point out, as I usually state, for edification purposes. Okay, so looking at that, let's review, brothers and sisters. Ma'at, what are you? Ma'at ro'za, what do you want? Ma'at ro'a, what do you see? Ma'razit, what you wanted. Ma'at ra'it, what did you see? Ma'at tirzi, what you will want. Ma'at tir'i, what you will see. So you got the present tense on the first line here, or on this line, with the verbs, that is, when I say first, because this is the first, but this is the first with the verbs. Second line with the verbs is the past tense, and the third is the future tense. Now, giving due respect to one of my influential people in Hebrew, Prince Rishadai, is why I teach Hebrew with the verbs like this. Most college courses teach you the past tense first, which is not a bad thing. But most people, like the elder to me, Prince Rishadai, pointed out, and that's this, that most people think in the present tense. So that's why I start talking about stuff in the present tense. Oh, I. You don't think usually in the past, and you usually don't think in the future. Most times people think in the present at first. So that's why I start off with that. However, we want to show, nonetheless, the pattern on how something can flow once it comes down to the language itself. All right. So that way this can be known for edification purposes. All right. So let's go over, brothers and sisters, a review and then close out. Okay. Now, ma'at, what are you? You can also say this. Madua at, which means what? Why are you? You can also say what? Ekaat, which means what? How are you? All right. So if you look at this right here, what are you? Why are you? How are you? Ma'at ro'ah. Ma'at ro'za. Madua at ro'za. Madua at ro'ah. So let's take those same two verbs and show it in its present tense. Remember, we only dealing with the aspect of the females, right? So let's break this down. Madua at, why are you? Madua at rotza, why do you want? Madua at ro'a, why do you see? Eka at ro'a, how do you see? Eka at rotza, how do you want? So let's make some sentences. All right, let's look at this third one here of the questions. Eka at, all right? Eka at rotza mizonek, how do you want your food? Eka at ro'a mezonek. How do you see your food? Eka at ro'a atidek. How do you see your future? Madua at ro'za mezonek kimoha. Why do you want your food as such? So these are just things to go over, brothers and sisters, for edification purposes. All right? Ma'at, this has nothing to do with the Egyptian thing, as stated. All right? What are you? Madua'at, why are you? Eka'at, how are you? Then we have our new friends here, Ro'za and Ro'ah. Okay? So let's understand and review and close out. Now, I want to emphasize those words that we went over previous in this lesson that were in the future tense and so forth. You can also say such as eka'atir I, how you will see. So those questions, okay, be it what? Ma means what? Madu'a means why. And eka, okay, means how. What? Why? And how. Let's go over the next one. Matai means when. Now, this is the question form when. Okay? So if you look at, brothers and sisters, Okay? All of this here, you can glean what we were doing. Ma'at, this being our mainstay, our main word, at, which is you or you are feminine singular. All right? Be it, you can use this for the present tense, the past tense, or the future tense. Okay? Ma'at rotza, madua at rotza, eka at rotza, matai at rotza. So if we were to take, for instance, this word rotza in the future tense, you get, as shown earlier, tirazi. Matai at tirazi. When will you want? Matai at tirazi mezonek. See how that works in Hebrew. All right? Giving honor and praise unto the Most High, the Creator and the Maker of heaven and earth. For those following, you might have been able to see this is part A. There will be a part B tonight on this channel. All right, we're going to shoot for either 9 p.m. or 9:30 p.m. But for those who already subscribed, when I send the video out, when it's going live, you'll see it. Subscribe to the channel, giving honor and praise to the Most High. And I want to emphasize, check inside of the description because we're stepping it up as far as representing Israel. That's all I'm going to say for that. Check the description when this is uploaded. All right, Shalom Laken.